Hey there, happy Tuesday. Coach Coral here for another edition of Training Tip Tuesday. Throughout the month of July, we've been looking at some cycling specific items in conjunction with our Tour de Bay, which is going full force in our group team training page. So if you are missing on the action, be sure to hop in the team group so you can join in on the fun. We've got a bunch of really cool prizes at the end and lots of fun along the way. But anyhow, a couple quick shout outs before we get started. First off, shout out to Lindsay, who completed her first open water try, but it was also a double sprint. I think the format was a swim, run, bike, run, swim in North Carolina this past weekend. It was kind of a game time decision, but she absolutely rocked it, had a great experience. So Lindsay, hope you're enjoying your recovery week, and congratulations again. Hey Charo, welcome. So today what I'd like to dive into are some babe specific cycling tips. So guys, if you're watching, welcome. These may be helpful to you, but today we're specifically speaking to our babes in the house. So first off, this is going to be short and sweet, but first off, know that comfort is queen. And so a few ways that you can ensure that you are as comfortable as possible, because cycling should not be painful. It shouldn't induce cringing factors. It should be an enjoyable experience right down to comfort. So a few ways to ensure that you are as comfortable as possible during your rides, and this goes for ride bike, road bike, tri-bike, mountain bike, any of the above. Make sure that you have a bike that fits you well. And more specifically, if you're in a bit more of a racing type frame, make sure that you have a bike fit done by someone who knows their stuff and can help set you up in a proper position so that you are, one, efficient with your power and with your strength and with your body, but also set up in a way that works and complements your body and your body structure, because just straight out of the box may or may not get you to where you need to be. So check out your local bike shop, talk and see if they have a bike fitter, and get a bike fit set up if you have not yet invested in that. And they can be a little on the pricey side, and you do tend to get what you pay for with a bike fit, but I promise you it is worth every single penny. So bike fit, number one. Number two, what are you sitting on? So oftentimes, not oftentimes, but sometimes bikes that come with a stock seat, occasionally they're intended for men, and while we're sure they're great saddles, sometimes they're not well suited for ladies' anatomy and the way that we are structured. So there are women-specific bike seats, and there are differences between road bike saddles and tri-bike saddles. So sometimes I've found that a split-nosed seat, which I apologize, I don't have one to show you specifically what I'm talking about. However, a lot of times road bike seats will be just a solid piece in the front, and then your bum sits on the wide part in the back. Tri saddles are a little bit different in that a lot of times they'll have what we've seen the setup shift to more recently that has worked for many women, but not all. Not all. This isn't a one-size-fits-all by any means. But oftentimes the split-nose saddles don't take the pressure off the softer tissue in our lady beds, and it provides more of a structural support, if you will, as we lean forward into the aero bars. So this is something to consider specifically too if you ride a road bike. However, you have more of a tri setup where you are leaning forward onto your aero bars, you may want to consider swapping out your stock road saddle for a tri saddle. But again, talk to your bike fitter and figure out what works best for you. So, however, investing in a good seat is absolutely key. All right, so again, talking more about comfort, how can you optimize your experience when riding your bike. So something else that we like to consider is what is going between you and your most awesome seat that you're sitting on. Solid pair of bottoms, and whether that be a great pair of bike shorts or a well-constructed pair of tri-shorts, you also want to make sure that this is something that you are investing in, because a lot of times when you